Hello my friends, we are back once again at Six Flags Great Adventure for our last visit of the 2020 season. Holiday in the Park is still going and construction has resumed on the Jersey Devil coaster, which I'm excited to check out. So I think that's going to be our first stop, so let's fast forward real quick over there. So here we are, right in front of the Jersey Devil coaster construction site here, and you might find some new additions here as we go back there. Maybe it's covered by the tree a little bit. Let's go find a better view. But we'll in a second. It's just crazy to see how much track is now in place. There's just a little bit more down below here for that big turn that's right there, and that looks like it's really it. Then I really wonder what they're gonna do with this area in front of it. Are they gonna theme it or anything? I hope. I don't know. The Jersey Devil coaster area, there's not really been any rumors about what they're planning on doing with this. But let's take a closer look at what has been added. So here is the new track that has been put in place here. It is that brake run and then the drop just after it. That looks awesome. I wonder, do we know a top speed for this thing? It's gonna, whatever it is, whatever the speed is for this thing, it's gonna feel way faster than, you know, I see people walking by commenting on the height, and it looks kind of like really short, I guess, when you compare it to something like Nitro. But because of the single rail and how the ride vehicles are, how those trains look, it looks like it's going to feel real fast because you're basically right on the rail. Anyway, let's zoom in on this thing a little bit since we can. Take a nice good look at it. I'm really excited for this one. I'm hoping that they're pushing real hard for a opening day of the 2021 season, that this thing will be also open. And I just can't wait to see what the response is like, because a lot of people are saying that this is going to feel way different than Wonder Woman, or is it Trailblazer out at CGA. So it's looking really cool. And it's also, I was talking with some people, it's pretty good for like this area. It's pretty good timing that they haven't had like something built up from the ground up since El Toro probably at this park. Meanwhile, I think we've gotten Nick Universe. We've also had Candemonium open recently. And I think even between that time period, we've had Oscar's Wacky Taxi at Sesame Place. So just within like an hour or two of this park, it's had a lot of competition in terms of new coasters. So I'm surprised that it took them this long to get a new install, but we shall see what the response is like. I think it's going to breathe a little new life into this area, and hopefully that means with the crowds coming over here that they can do something with the other areas that haven't quite gotten much love in recent years. The wind has kind of been brutal on my eyes. It looks like I've been crying. But anyway, I am really excited for this ride. Let me tell you, I am hoping, because of my heart surgery, I'm on like a break from roller coasters until my heart has the strength again to do it. So it's significant for me to see this in action. This is my last time I'm going to see it before hopefully it's completed, you know? So my blue sky idea, follow me on this one. What if with this area, I know that they're not going to do this, but they tied in Congo Rapids and Nitro and some of these kiddie rides as like one big cohesive land. I know that's probably not going to happen. They're probably going to just, here's some bathrooms, here's some food, and like just keep it kind of this like closed little area that's going to make the crowds worse. That's my prediction, at least for the area in front of it. But what they really could do is move some of the food that they have in between these two areas, open this all up and make it one big thing. That's what would be awesome. However, not likely to happen, but still enjoying it. Last time we're going to see it until hopefully it's open. I had to stop for a moment here because Nitro is looking excellent with this beautiful blue sky. I noticed that at the front entrance there, they have security guards making sure that you've put your belongings inside, because there's been a couple of times in this season, and it's way more than it should be, but people getting stopped on the lift hill because they're taking their phones out. I don't know if they're TikToking or whatever, but it's unfortunate to see. And I've also seen footage of a fight breaking out. Craziness, but Nitro is just looking super picturesque right now. So just wanted to see this one more time before the sun goes down and we have to call it a season. A blue sky like that is a terrible thing to waste, so I decided to snap some photos real quick from the usual vantage points basically, but that sky with like the couple of clouds there, nice and blue, it looks great. I haven't had much luck, at least this season, because it's always been gray every time I've come here. I do see the stilt walker over here, or jumping stilts. And go say hi real quick. Hey, Happy New Year. How you doing?
Oh, hey.
Hello.
He's going wild today.
Is he? He hasn't had free reign like this in a while. Your pants are coming off?
My hat is coming off.
Oh. His hat was coming off.
He tried to take a basket of marshmallows, a s'mores for himself. He started walking away with it. I thought he was giving me them because I would love a basket full of marshmallows. No, I'm tired. I gotta warm up still.
You got a spot where we could snap some photos real quick?
Yeah.
Cool. So I snapped a couple quick photos of the jumping stilts guy. That was fun. It's always fun to snap photos of the entertainment here because I don't think they get enough love, to be honest. Especially if you scroll through like the Six Flags Great Adventure hashtag, there's not really too much there. So it's nice to see, well, the coasters get some love for sure. But the entertainment, if you search even Six Flags Entertainment, there's not too much. So I like to add a little bit here and there when I can. Looks like there's a pretty decent wait right now for Wonder Woman. I don't think I've mentioned it. This is Saturday, January 2nd. There was rain yesterday. There's rain forecasted for tomorrow. And it's the busiest I've seen it almost the entire event, other than maybe like mid-November. So it's nice to see like there's a different energy today. Speaking of lines and crowds, there's a pretty decent wait right now for Battle for Metropolis here. We're gonna keep on walking by, see if we can find any entertainment. There was no Sear Wheel out here, unfortunately, so the search continues. But while we're walking around and looking, I've been thinking to myself, you know, didn't mean to be coming to Six Flags all the time, but HalloFest was insane for the growth of this channel. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but I hit 1,000 subs, got monetized while I was in the ICU. Like, it was the same day that I had open heart surgery. It's crazy how these things go. 2020 was a weird year for sure, but I think that it managed to be a decent one. It was okay. There wasn't anything tremendous. I consider myself lucky the way things kind of played out, but there's a lot of stuff that had to get canceled, and so this year it's like, what, how do you That was funny. I haven't gotten that in a while because there hasn't been that many people here. But yeah, it's like thinking, how do you reschedule, try to do all the things that you were planning on doing. There's just, for me at least, there was so much. I was planning on going to like Kings Island. I wanted to go down to Florida during Halloween and Christmas. There was a lot of stuff. There were a lot of plans, and I'm sure most of you had a lot of plans too. But I want to know what you're most excited about this year. Not that you have to make up for last year or anything like that, but if you have any plans, things like Jersey Devil Coaster, I'm super stoked for that one. Super stoked to make up for my plans and head out to Kings Island. And hopefully if they open this year, I can go down to Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, and Tampa, and hopefully King's Dominion as well. And then head out to California. I would love to do Knott's. I would love to do Magic Mountain. I would love somehow to hit 200 roller coasters in 2021. I think that's going to be my main goal, is ride or get 200 coaster credits, 200 unique roller coasters in 2021. So I managed to catch Poinsettia Princess here. I wanted to ask you, how was your New Year?
Oh, it was great. We were over at the Poinsettia Forest up by the North Pole. I had such a great time with all of my other elf friends, and we got to hang out, and we were able to see a live stream of the ball in Times Square go down at midnight.
Oh, you guys even do the New York Times ball drop. That's awesome.
Oh, yes. And especially with this year, so many things have happened. I think everyone is very glad that we're able to have a fresh start and just a great new year up ahead.
For sure. And speaking of fresh starts, do you have any resolutions or goals for this year that you, I don't know if you're allowed to let us. Is it like wishes? I don't know the rules for these things.
It's okay. So one of my New Year's resolutions right now is I feel like after this year, I think we all just need to appreciate everything that we have as a whole. For you guys as humans, for me as a princess, just to appreciate what we have. And of course, if we want to think of more material things, I want to break my record of how many poinsettias that I can grow in one holiday season. Right now it's around like 350,000, but I want to break 400,000.
400,000? Oh my gosh, that's a lot of poinsettias. What exactly do you do with so many poinsettias?
So we just like to create as much spirit for Christmas as we can around poinsettias. I feel like when you see kids think of Christmas, they don't think of the flowers and all that behind it. My goal,
I think it's toys.
Exactly. So my goal is to really think about the happiness around the nature of everything, if that makes sense.
I love that. That is awesome. Well, Happy New Year. It was great to see you again. And hopefully we'll see each other next year. All right? Looks like you got some fans here. Happy New Year. So I found Peppermint Princess. Well, Happy New Year. How was it? How was it?
It was a lot of fun. Jack Frost's ball went very nice, and I was able to put some sparkles on my dress for the night.
I heard sparkles were like, I don't know, like, you know how some parties are white parties? I think, from what it sounded like, it was a sparkle party.
Jack Frost said it's not a New Year's party without sparkles.
I could see that. I could see that. So, do you have like a resolution or some goals for 2021?
I do have some. I want to make more peppermint recipes. I feel like there's so much to try that I haven't yet. And also, like, I want to meet more of you guys. Like, I want to see more people. Safely, of course.
Well, it is a good day for that. It's like a little warm and like there's people behind me right now, so I'm gonna let them cut in real quick. All right, so we're back with the Peppermint Princess, and she was telling us about her New Year's resolution, which involves a lot more candy canes and experimenting with candy canes.
I just want to try new things. I feel like the new year there's time to experiment. You know what I mean? And I feel like with the whole pandemic, we have a lot of free time. Oh, hi! So I'm excited about that.
Do you have any like preview that you can give the crowd here, the audience, of what you might experiment with the candy canes?
Well, I did make peppermint muffins on New Year's Eve for Jack Frost's ball, and they went over very well. So I'm gonna try to incorporate them into more baked goods.
That sounds like an amazing idea.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I just have to clean up my kitchen. It's looking like a wreck right now. Yeah.
Oh, that's a bad feeling. There's nothing worse than a
No, I know.
dirty kitchen.
I feel like I can be really messy sometimes. I think that's another resolution. I don't want to be messy anymore.
That's a great one. Well, have a safe trip back up to the North Pole, and thank you so much for everything this season, this holiday in the park and everything, joining me on the lives and all of that. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, and I loved getting to talk to all of you guys and seeing you. It was really fun this year.
Thank you so much for everything. So that was really nice to be able to say Happy New Year and goodbye, and thank you to Peppermint Princess, because she definitely was a staple of my live streams this season with Holiday in the Park. A lot of people had fun questions for her, and it's a lot of fun to interact with the royals here, because they're not going to be back for a while. So it's nice to say my piece real quick to them. Maybe we'll catch Jack Frost in the vlog finally. I'm gonna keep an eye out. But for now, I was really curious about trying to win a Nitro pillow. I don't know if they put those away yet. Like, I saw them before Holiday in the Park, but I do not see them right now. I found it, the Nitro pillow. I already actually have, and I'll just quickly buy all of these. I already have that El Toro one at the end there. But it is the whack-a-mole game that I would have to win. I think I'm gonna wait a little bit, and hopefully I can enlist some friends to help me win this. All right, so I finally I've encountered Jack Frost for one of my vlogs. How was your New Year? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, my friend. It was amazing. Actually, the biggest party the North Pole has seen in ages. It was great. I was the star, obviously, best dressed. All the royals were there, and even the elves. They were all right.
And I heard there was a lot of sparkling going on.
Lots of sparkles. So the dress code was, you couldn't show up if you didn't have something sparkly. I wore my best silvery tux, obviously, and everyone else had something nice. It just doesn't hurt to be festive for the new year, you know what I mean? Ringing with the lights.
All right, now does Jack Frost have a New Year's resolution or a goal that he's working on for this year?
My goal for this year, it might be a little out there, but I'm gonna make it happen. I'm going to make it cold and snow and Paraguay.
Why Paraguay?
Well, it's normally on the equator, which is normally very hot. I just think it'd be funny to see the reactions if it suddenly got 30 degrees and snow on the ground. Wouldn't that be great?
I guess some people would think it would be great. Other people might think it's kind of mean. I don't know. It depends where you're coming from.
If they think it's mean, they need to go back to bed and get ready for breakfast in the morning, because they're obviously children who have to go back to school. I think it's funny.
Fair enough. I'm saying other people. I'm not saying me.
Yeah, I would certainly hope so. You visit me so often. If you and I weren't on the same snowflake, my friend, it'd be a big issue.
Well, I see you have some fans waiting for you. So thank you so much for everything this holiday season, and have a safe trip back to the North Pole.
Oh, my friend, I'm not done here yet. Winter is just getting started. Trust me, I'll be out and around. You just might not see this beautiful face, but I'll be there.
Snow in Paraguay. I don't know how I feel about that. That's it'll be unique and fun for a little bit, and then it might be kind of a nightmare. I don't know. Have you ever seen it when it snowed in Texas and people freaked out and didn't know how to drive in it? That was partly funny because I'm used to it over here. We're, you know, in the Northeast, but then also kind of scary because people got in a lot of trouble. But anyway, all that being said, the sun is going down now. The lights are going to come back on. Have gotten to say goodbye to a couple of the royals here. I want to see real quick if I can get a Dole Whip. So I'm going to work on that because they might have it, they might not. And after that, it's just a whole bunch of this, just wandering around, just soaking it all in one last time before say goodbye to it for a little while. I am happy to say that I've been reunited with my beloved Dole Whip right here. Look at this beauty. They did not have it in the float form, which that's okay, as long as I get to have this. I don't know if any of you guys have had it before, but Dole Whip is basically pineapple soft serve. I believe it is like gluten-free, dairy-free, etc., etc. So everybody should be having this if you like pineapple. It's delicious. It's pretty sweet though, just warning you. Well, I just inhaled that Dole Whip and wow, it's quite a crowd back here. Oh, and I spy a juggler in the distance. Let's go see how he's doing, entertaining the line here for Harley Quinn's Crazy Train. It is kind of nuts. That guy's trying to tip him. Did you guys see the line to the Harley Quinn Crazy Train? That looked like half hour to 40 minutes, which no way it's worth it to do that, but wow. I can't believe that it was that long. Holy smokes. I see the Snow Queen is out, and I also see that the breakdancing elves are out. I'm gonna just do a little wave type of thing real quick.
She's not here yet?
Hey guys, what's up? Absolutely, I want to kick
That's so cool. They have to go down to 2 elves. I don't know if I told you guys. One of the performers, I guess, had other commitments. So they're still going, but it's cool to see them, how they adapted their show down to 2 elves. And if we turn around the camera again, we will be saying hi to the Snow Queen. So I just encountered the Snow Queen here. Happy New Year. How were your celebrations?
Oh, they were great. We went to Jack Frost's Palace. It was so much fun. A lot of snow. Oh, a lot of sparkling cider. I love sparkling cider. That's super fun.
I heard there was a lot of sparkling in general. At least that was what Jack Frost told me, that the outfits all had to sparkle, right?
Yes, we all had to wear sparkles. I must say, I felt like I was covered head to toe in sparkles. Yesterday, it was very crazy. There was a lot of sparkles.
It sounds really intense from what Jack was telling me.
Oh, yes.
So, does the Snow Queen have any sort of New Year's resolutions or goals that she'd like to accomplish in 2021?
I would like to make it snow more in New Jersey because it's been quite warm here and I'm not really a fan. But I am hoping that I can make it snow this year more than I did last year.
This year meaning like this winter, like...
Well, yeah, this winter and then also later on in November and December again. I really hope to do
Yeah, a white Christmas would be awesome, but not a white Easter.
Yeah, no, I would really like it to be a white Christmas this year because
I think that's a great goal.
Mother Nature decided that it needed to be warmer than it's supposed to be. Not fair, but
Does she overrule you sometimes? That's...
sometimes yes, and unfortunately a lot of the time. But when I do get to make it snow, I'm really excited. But then sometimes it doesn't stick because it's been too warm, so...
Right, so no matter what you do, it doesn't take. I see you have some fans waiting for you, so Happy New Year and thank you for everything. I am shocked to see that there's quite a line now for Nitro. It was just a walk-on like not even an hour ago, maybe a little bit more than an hour ago, but still, I can't believe that. People really want to get some of that B&M goodness before the season ends, because after this, I don't think there's any other options. There's definitely not a B&M over at Nick Universe. What a bummer. Oh no, and it looks like I just missed the Evergreen Queen. She's going inside right now. Guess I'll have to catch her another time. I'm gonna do a quick walkthrough over here to see if the steer wheel guy is going at it. And if not, we will fast forward to the whack-a-mole because I think it's almost time for my friends to show up and help me out. All right, guys, I enlisted some help here. We got Charles, Brandon, see, and we have this guy who might be the spoiler. We're gonna try to get this pillow. Here we go.
Now, if you continue, you're not allowed to use your hands. And the first player to reach 150 points wins. Everyone get ready.
All right, here we go.
Marks, get set and go.
Oh, you're doing this one? Well, that was bad. Bad start.
Player number 5 wins.
Of course. He won. The guy down there.
I told you it was over
I thought she started this one. She didn't even...
Did you get it?
No.
No, the one dude down there got it.
I'm so good at
I thought you had turned this one on, and then I saw this one going, but this one says do not use.
Oh, you were standing here. I'm sorry.
No, but it...
I got you. I'm good at this.
You're good at these? Okay.
Okay, all you're doing is like hold with the melon on your hand.
There we go.
Everyone get set on your marks. Get set and go. Player number 12.
Let's go.
Nice.
Nitro pillow, please. You're welcome.
You got me by one.
No, I got you by like a million. You want to go?
I got 140.
You want to go? That's not Nitro.
That's not the Nitro pillow.
I only needed one more hit.
There you go.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
Have a great rest of your day.
See you next year.
Good thing I won.
All right, so I guess I discovered something about myself today. I suck at whack-a-mole. Jackie saved the day, came in, got that. The lady running it confused me. I was standing in front of one of them and the other one next to it started. It was just, and then that guy randomly showed up and kicked all of our butts that first round. It was a tense and stressful time in my life, but we do have the pillow now. Thank goodness for that. So we're gonna take one last attempt at saying goodbye and Happy New Year to the Evergreen Queen. But if not, then I think we'll be close to calling this one. So I finally have encountered the Evergreen Queen. She doesn't know this, but I have footage of her walking offset earlier. I just missed her. So I'm glad that I found you. Happy New Year. How were the celebrations?
Very good. If I'm being 100% honest, I know everybody knows that 2020 was a really tough year, and I may or may not have missed the New Year's celebration. I may have fallen asleep before midnight, but it's okay. It's fine because everybody else made it to midnight and I was just a little tired. It's been a long year, so.
It's okay. However you want to celebrate, we're not here to judge, just to learn. So do you have any resolutions or goals for 2021?
I'm very glad you asked me that because last year for 2020, I had plenty of resolutions. I had all these goals and expectations. I was very excited for all of them to happen. And then obvious things happened. None of them got resolved. None of my resolutions really worked out for me. So for that reason, I decided that for 2021, I'm not setting any kind of expectations, any goals, any resolutions. I just want to manifest happiness and success and healthiness and everything for everybody, just so that, 2021, we don't put too many expectations on her to be good. That's where we're at right now.
Just take it as it is.
Exactly.
Find the success and growth where you can.
One day at a time, make sure that everybody's good and just check in once in a while.
I love that. Well, thank you so much for entertaining all of us on the live streams and in the vlogs and everything. It's been a wonderful holiday in the park, a wonderful holiday season.
Hi, that's so sweet. Of course, I'm always happy to entertain and I'm always happy to answer everybody's questions. So thank you for being able to bring that to everybody.
All right, guys, got to see Evergreen. I think we got to say goodbye to all the Royals there except Snow King, who I saw and he had kind of a long line, but then I didn't see him again, so apologies for that. But Evergreen, we managed after a couple of attempts there to see her. So that is a wrap here on the 2020 season at Six Flags Great Adventure. It's nice to see that on their second to last day, which was probably going to be their last day because of the weather, that they had a pretty decent crowd. I think there was somewhere between 8,000 to 9,000 people today. Glad I got my rides on everything before the crowds really came in. But thank you guys so much for what's been an amazing year. I can't wait for next season to start already because we know we're getting the Jersey Devil coaster. We know we're getting a lot of stuff, and hopefully we're getting a fully blown Fright Fest this year. So happy New Year to you guys. You've made it an amazing 2020, as amazing as it could be. I appreciate you all for all the support and all of the, the after my surgery, post-surgery, just support that you guys sent just for that was spectacular and it's truly special to me. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and I hope you go make your own adventure. Bye.